What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and I want to talk some football, man. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get to it. So, guys, in this video, let me mute this because I don't need the music in the background. I don't need a copyright strike or anything like that. Bang like that. But I want to go over. I have been loving. Y'all know me when I play with the Veer and Shoot playbook. Okay, let's just go into my dynasty real quick. And it's I love Veer and Shoot. I love it. Guys, if you are struggling to run the football, okay, you don't want to get the defense set up to where they're stacking the box. You're just making it harder for yourself. Okay, so understand this. In this video, I'm gonna show you plays and things that I look for in the Veer and Shoot. I've done this before, but we're gonna do it again and go a little bit more in depth. So buckle up. This might be a longer video, but it's gonna be some good information here. So the Veer and Shoot. First of all, I'm gonna say this with any playbook you do. You should have. Yeah, I got some dogs, bro. We loaded. You should have plays. You should have certain formations and plays that are your go-to. Everybody should. For me, as far as run plays, inside zone is my top tier run play in the Veer and Shoot. In the Veer and Shoot now. The reason why, and if you watch me on stream, whenever, well, I'm gonna get back to streaming too. But if you watch my streams when I run Veer and Shoot, I tend to run a lot of inside zone. That I'm gonna be honest, I probably run that 97% of the time I call a run play. The reason why is because in the Veer and Shoot, the whole concept of the Veer and Shoot is to spread out the defense. Your receivers are outside the hashes. It literally empties the box, and it puts the defense at a supreme disadvantage. And I started running Veer and Shoot last year. Well, of course, that's the only time I could because that was the only college football game that was out. But you notice now in 26, you have more teams that are going to Veer and Shoot. It's a growing offense, and it's growing for a reason because it is difficult to defend against. Even more so, like right now I'm playing with Clemson. I just finished a 4-year run with Temple. Won 3 national championships out of 4 seasons. Currently at Clemson right now. And my guys are loaded. And the Veer and Shoot is one of those offenses where if I don't have good receivers, but I have a good running back, I can run Veer and Shoot all day. If I don't have a good running back, but I have good wide receivers, this offense is good even with an average running back. It's good even with average wide receivers. But at Clemson, I have both. I have good receivers. I have good running backs. And so it just opens up the playbook even more what you're able to do. And I have a good quarterback. So because of that, this entire playbook is open. So for me, formation-wise, okay, I like to run 5 wide, okay, but understand this because I run tempo as well. And I have the tactician skill tab where I basically run no huddle. I run no huddle. And I'll also run turbo. Now, you can't do this in practice mode because it basically resets after everyone. I'll leave it in turbo for now though. But passing wise, if you have athletic receivers who are fast and you want them to get yards after the catch, I put deep pass catching on conservative, especially if you have a good quarterback. Now, the con is increased interception chance, but guys, I don't typically throw in the coverage. The field is so spread in the Veer and Shoot, and the plays that I run, you're throwing to guys like that are going to be wide open, or you can lead them. Like it ain't a whole lot of throwing in the coverage type of things. And then for intermediate passing, I put it on aggressive. And what both of these do is they always trigger a run after catch attempt. Okay, and you want run after catch attempts as opposed to possession catches or aggressive catches. Because on those other 2 catches, The receiver he's gonna catch the ball and settle first before he takes off. Okay. Now the difference in that is run after catch. They're gonna catch and they're gonna keep moving. And this offense is a spaced out offense, and you're gonna see how that does. And both of these do the same thing. AI receivers will attempt a run after catch or aggressive catch, which is fine. That's what I want. I don't want a possession catch. Okay. So I turn that to aggressive. I put that on turbo. Now, 5 wide receivers, if you're running turbo, you know, you can audible, you can check to the sideline. Understand this, if you check to the sideline out of 5 wide, you're not going to be able to change formations. If you want to be able to change to different formations, you want to go to empty base trio. The reason why, and now the playbook that I'm using is Texas State's Veer and Shoot playbook, because it adds this formation that the other one doesn't have. The standard Veer and Shoot playbook doesn't have. This is a special formation because if you notice out to the far right, the number 1 receiver to the trip side is the running back. And so what it allows you to do is if you check to the sideline or if you're running no huddle, it allows you to be able to have access to more formations because your running back can simply come to the backfield. Also, what it does is you see on the left side to the 2 receiver side, number 5 and number 4, that's my number 1 and my number 2 receiver. Okay, so it puts them on the same side of the field. That is a dangerous combination. That puts the extreme pressure. Also, it puts one of your best receivers in the slot. So 9 times out of 10, he's going to be lined up against a linebacker or possibly even a safety, as opposed to a more athletic corner. Okay. But 5 wide, I like running 5 wide. My go-to plays, I will open up the game with all go. I want to see if I can stretch the field. I also run a lot of stick concepts as well as deep choice drag. I love option routes in this game. I didn't like them before in 25 because the receivers didn't option. They did the same things all the time. The receivers in this game do option routes a lot better and they read the field, and I love it. Those 3 plays. Now, I will do other plays. You may see me run shock and scissors. I'll go through this and run a lot of this stuff. Even the quarterback. I love RPO bubble, quarterback draw. Quarterback blast is a good one, quarterback trap. So I will run the ball out of this if I have an athletic quarterback. Now, my other formation, I like wide trips, but primarily wide bunch. Now, out of wide bunch, I'll run RPO screen alert. I'll audible into that. Play action slot cross. I'll run inside zone a lot. That's the primary run play that I do out of this, aside from RPOs and stuff. And then my third formation, so you have wide bunch, 5 wide, and then my third primary formation is, where is it at? Wide stack. Not wide stack slot left. Wide slot left. Where's wide stack at? There it goes. Wide stack. And out of this, I'll run a plethora of things. The primary run play is inside zone. From that, I can audible into deep ends, which is very important in these formations. You'll see that, as well as all go. Okay, now the all go doesn't work as well as it did in 25, but it still works, especially if you lull a defense to sleep. So having your audible set up is going to be very important. If you push L2, you can see your audibles. Deep end is an audible for me. RPO screen alert, all go, and inside zone for this particular formation. I haven't even, come to think about it, never set it up for this one. For the wide bunch, RPO zone, inside zone, all go, and play action slot cross. I actually do have those set up, which is really good. And then for the 5 wide audibles, all hitch, quarterback blast, deep choice, and then slot choice, which I need to change that. Actually need to change that. Stick, there we go. Let's put stick right there. Your audibles are very important. So I want to start out in the wide stack because that's generally the formation. And so game plan wise, what I'll do, I'll pick a play. I'll start out the game in one formation. See how you line up to it. See how the defense plays to it. Because wide stack is another one. And then trips, wide bunch. I'll see how they line up to it. If defenses come out, if I run wide stack, and let's just pick this one to start off with. Let's do a random wide stack, L3. and let's do a random defense. Now, if they want to come out in a 3-3-5 stack and I'm running wide stack, then I'm going to have a tough time running that offense. That defense is a wide stack killer because it puts enough guys in the box, but also keeps enough guys out on the roof. It makes it difficult. So what I'm looking for in this formation right here, notice how that corner is actually playing inside. This slant is probably not going to be open. All right, but look at the gaps on the offensive lineman. That's an easy check for me. No, I want to run inside zone right here because they're at a disadvantage on the line of scrimmage. I'll take those 2 to 3 yards. Those, I'm telling you, we're gonna break them. We're gonna break them pretty frequently. Okay. Inside zone, let my guy get that block, squeeze off of him, get some good yardage right there. Okay. Now you see how they're playing different defensively. They're keeping 2 guys on the roof. That's going to be a challenge. But look at the 2 left and right side. The left side first. Notice how far off they're backed. They're backed off pretty far. But on the right side, they're pressed. Sometimes, hey, let's see how they play that. Let's check this. And can I put him on the fade route? No. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can't. It's all good. Snap of the ball. My key is that safety right there. And that safety drifted to the fade route as opposed to that in and up. Okay, and that left that open right there. Notice now they're backed off. Line of scrimmage, they have 4 down linemen, but look at those gaps. That is going to make it super easy for me to be able to run the ball. I just got to be patient, okay? Be patient, let your blocks develop, and bam, we off to it. I'm running people over. He wearing number 28, throwback to the C.J. Spiller days in Clemson. Holla at your boy. Okay, corners playing tight. 2 guys on the roof. You see that, guys? Run the football. Run it down their freaking throats, man. That's going to be all day. Inside zone, we trucking, man. We trucking. You don't need another run play. The majority of your run plays are going to be inside, outside zone anyway. Trying to get a different look from the defense, but they're not giving me one. So guess what? We'll check. We'll run inside zone. Be patient. Let the block develop. Good pickup right there by the wide receiver coming across. They block so much better in this game, too. All right, a little bit different look right here, okay? So understand, if you have 6 guys in the box, if I come out to the line of scrimmage and I have 6 guys in the box, okay, you have 4 down linemen and 2 backers here. That's 6 guys. They're all in the box. He's really kind of outside the box, but I'm going to still say he's in the box. He's in the box. Automatically know, in this particular formation, if you're running wide stack and there's 6 guys in the box, you're going to be at an advantage in the secondary. You're going to have one side that's only going to have 1 defender to your 2 receivers, or in this particular situation, you're going to have one high safety instead of 2. Okay, so this puts them at a disadvantage. I can still, now the way that they're lined up, they're pressing on one side, they're not on the other. I want to check to all go, but understand this, the alignment of those backers, okay, and let's change my pass protect to max protect. Understand this, the position of those backers, I can run the football if I want to because he's going to come off the edge. He may drop, I don't know. But the primary thing that we're looking for here is those the slant and go routes right here. Just by alignment. Okay, and we see it right there. Because that one high safety and because those other safeties was playing back. All right, how many guys are in the box? I have 5 guys in the box. That tells me that they either have 2 high safeties and 2 guys on the outside guarding them. So, you know what I'm saying? Run the football. Run the football. Hey, gain 1 yard, gain 2 yards. Run the football. Same thing, 5 guys in the box. Guess what? 2 guys on the roof and 2 guys on the outside. I'm not looking to pass the football here. Check, check, check. Let's go inside zone. Be patient. Let the blocks develop. Truck stick. Get off me. Let's go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 5 guys in the box. We already know what we're looking at, okay? You can pass the ball out of this stuff. Don't get me wrong. But it's going to be a lot easier to just run the football and get them out of this. They're going to get out of that defense. They're not going to stay in that defense. I juked right into him, by the way. All right, same thing. Now I got 6 guys in the box. That tells me I have 1 high safety. I actually like this route combination. You got on square over here. It looks like you got a drag route, and then you got a choice route by a circle. So let's see how this develops. Now, judging on this particular route combination, I'm not looking to stretch the field. What those guys are doing are running those guys off and they're holding the safeties. My, I call him my pressure guy, is gonna be this linebacker. You got one linebacker walk down, he could be coming, or he could drop back. If he drops back, that's fine. I have a check down with my running back. He does drop back, check down to the running back, and we just pick up what we can pick up. That's my pressure guy, my point guy. They're showing blitz right here. That's perfectly fine. Show blitz all you want, okay? If they're blitzing, we're running the screen, so it should work either way. The screens don't work very well in this game, by the way. 7 guys in the box. There's a lot of guys in the box. You have 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the box, essentially. That puts a major strain on the secondary, but look over to the right side. You see how far he's backed off? This is where I would check to my double end, because now, a force player, that's what I call it. Now, the corner to the right, that's the side that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go max protect just to make sure we get protection if they bring a blitz. The corner is now my force player. He is going to have to make a choice. Do I take the receiver that's on the line of scrimmage, number 1, or do I take the number 2? He takes number 1. I throw it to number 2. We off to the races. Now, there are times where he will take number 2, and number 1 will be open. All right, how many guys do I have in the box? I have 4, 5, 6. That tells me secondary is going to be at a disadvantage. Where at, though? I have 2 guys on the left, 2 guys on the right that are backed off, by the way, and then I have 1 high safety. But nobody's pressing, okay? Now, I can still run. This is the RPO play, which is actually probably a really good play to run. RPO read, which is fine. The guys to the right are backed off the furthest, so I'm going to read them. But first, let's make sure he keeps the ball. I'm running to the left. He decides to make a play right there. This is a really cool play to run. I love the RPO read plays because there's 3 plays in one. I can either give it to the running back right here, which I probably should have done, could have done. And he had some lane, but also I wanted to pull it for this purpose. Pull it. Now I can run with the quarterback. Now, here's how you want to do this. I want to run sideline to sideline. What I want to do is try to force this guy here to make a decision. He didn't know. He stayed put, which is good. Because if he had a committed here, I would have took off with my quarterback. But he stayed put, which is very smart. He made me make a decision, and I just threw it. And we still gained some yards off of it. I love the RPO read plays, though. Those are really fun plays to run. 4, 5, 6 guys in the box. I'm at a disadvantage. Where am I at a disadvantage at? The safety. I got 1 high safety right here. Okay, I'll run this play. This is perfectly fine. I'm paying attention to the corners. See how far back they drift? A little bit slower reading, so you're going to need time in the pocket. And it's slower reading because with the veer and shoot, as you notice, guys, I can't see the sideline. Guys, this is one of those formations that you're going to have to play with it and kind of get used to seeing certain things. At the snap of the ball, I can see if, let's just change it to the RPO alert. I can see if those corners drop back. If I snap the ball and they drop back in the frame, then I know that screen is going to be there. Okay, does that make sense? But notice this. Look at the position of the safety. He's stacked. There's 3 guys stacked. Let's go all go. Nobody really gets open right there, and I throw an interception. They played that well. I thought my guy maybe giving him a chance to get open right there. Okay, safety's pressing. Look at the position of that safety. Of the corner, I mean. Both of the corners. His butt is facing, he's shielding the inside. Okay, so more likely he may be in a man-to-man coverage. Let's see. I didn't get enough time to throw. Not that I could. Nobody was open anyway. Good job, defense. They're playing off right here. Let's check RPO screen alert. I'm looking at the right side here. If they stay in frame, oh, he collapses down and they send pressure at the same time. This is something that you want to see. Don't want to see. Okay, so what I'm looking at was over here. Notice at the snap, that corner came down. If you see them come down, do not throw this. Now, if I'm in the middle of the field, if you're in the middle of the field or you're on the left hash, don't throw it to the right. because that ball's going to be in the air long enough for them to intercept it. Now, if I'm on the right hash or even in the middle of the field, I still could have possibly made that throw, but there is a chance that he misses that block and this guy gets an interception, but I very well could have thrown that. That actually was open. I just didn't have time to throw it. All right, I have 4, 5, 6 guys in the box. That tells me what? I'm at a disadvantage somewhere in the secondary. Defensively, they're at a disadvantage. But look, I have 2 high safeties. That automatically tells me that I'm going to have one defender to either the left or the right side of the field. Zooming out, I see that. Look at that. Wow, I got one defender right there, okay? I'm going to put triangle on a go route. I want to immediately put pressure on this corner right here. He's going to have to make a choice. And I like the slants. I'm going to leave the slant routes instead of checking to double in. I'm going to leave this play. The reason why is because that slant is going to hit quick. So that's my force player. If he drops with the fade route, I hit the slant. If he takes the slant, I hit the go route. It's got to be quick though. Okay. Snap the ball. He sits. I tried to squeeze it in there. They did a good job of playing it. I got some guys on defense, guys. My defense is like a 90-something overall. So there's some dudes in this defense. Notice what he did right here though. Is he took that. I got the ball out a little bit too late right there. Actually, I got it out a lot too late because I was hesitant. He didn't commit to any particular route. This is a very good play by the corner right here. He didn't commit. I was waiting for him to commit. He didn't. And that linebacker dropped right underneath that slant. The defense played this phenomenally. And it forced me to have to throw into a tight window, and in the time that it took me to do that, if I'd have thrown it there, I probably would have been good. But it took me so long to make that decision, the safety had time to come over. Dadgummit. You talk about disguising coverage as a defensive guy, that gets the bee's knees going right there. It gets the coach whistle going right there. So good stuff by the defense. So wide stack. Now you also have trips bunch, a wide bunch. Out of wide bunch, I always like to come out in inside zone. Let's go to a random play by the defense. Inside zone on trips. What I'm looking for when I come out is this. The first thing I'm looking for, how many guys are to the trips bunch? If there's 3 guys to the trip bunch, I don't worry about trying to pass the ball too much to that side. Now, what I also look for, how many guys are in the box? You have 4 or 6 guys in the box. Okay, I'm at a disadvantage. I only got 5 down linemen. And then I look to the left in that one-on-one coverage. Is he pressing or is he playing off? In this case, he's playing off. So I can run inside zone. I may get 3-4 yards. It'll be fine. Or I could check and run something. We're just going to stick with inside zone right here. Just be patient and let things develop. Sometimes that receiver does a great job. He did a good job of getting to the safety, but the corner, you just got athletic corners on this team. Okay, 5 guys in the box. That tells me I'm probably not going to get the look that I want in the secondary. I zoom out, and no, I don't have the look that I want. But notice that safety is cheated over to this hash. You can check. A good play that I like in this instance is this play here, because look at X. This is my primary guy, and it's all been going to be dependent on this backside safety, which he did go away, and that leads me to make a big gain right there. If he had came back to the middle of the field, that play wouldn't have been open. 4, 5, 6 guys in the box. That tells me I kind of don't have the situation I want on the exterior. I look out and I don't. There's 3-on-3 out there, 1-on-1. Hey, inside zone, it'll be just fine. Just be patient and let the blocks develop, and you can get good yardage off of this. Okay, 4, 5, 6 guys in the box, but I noticed that those 2 safeties are tight. I can look at this and automatically tell you they're going to be at a disadvantage to the trip side. Zoom out. Oh, snap. It's 2 guys over there. Automatic check, RPO zone alert. Now, you still want to pay attention to those guys, because if they collapse, there's a chance that they can get to that route in time. Snap the ball. He bails. Run the play action. Hit him right there. Good block right there. We pick up good yardage. And guys, I'm showing you this stuff slow, but I see this pretty fast in game. Okay. Good block. Ah, there we go. Get in there, baby. So I'm going to show you how I do it in real time. Okay. Real time. See, I made that decision that fast. Good job, offensive line. Ah, messing it up. So I'm showing you game speed, how I would do it. See, he collapsed on that. See how he came down on that? I want to show you an instant replay why I don't typically throw that. And that's not going to happen a lot. You're going to have more success out of this than you will failures. But notice how he collapsed on that immediately. I can throw that. I don't like to chance it because, guys, there is a opportunity that this guy misses his block and that's an interception. But, I mean, look, he blocked his butt off on that play. Okay. Good job, good job. Get upfield. There we go. We off. Okay. And don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed because I will throw this to the left side as well. It just depends on what that cornerback does. Golly, that blitz got there quick. That blitz was, wow. He came through untouched, didn't he? Yep. See, and this is where I was throwing here because, you know, you may say, oh, well, all you do is throw into the trips. You throw into the trips. Yeah, because a lot of times I have 2 blockers, but notice it's 3 guys over here. 4, actually. We're the supreme disadvantage. But that's fine. He bails. That was wide open. And this is actually my best receiver right here. One-on-one, I'll take him any day of the week. Okay. Hand off. Get upfield. There we go. Good run, big boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check, check, check. I did not mean to flip that. But that's fine. We can flip it. We can flip it. We'll flip it. I meant to check to the RPO on that because I had disadvantage on that side over there. See, there's 4 guys over there, but look how tight that corner's been. So let's check all go, and I want to put him on the fade route because look at the position of that corner. He's playing inside leverage, so I want to go to the outside and just, hey, try to make a play. Sometimes that safety doesn't drift right there. See, okay, so right here, you notice that they have that box loaded. I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm running inside zone, I'm getting positive yards on this play, okay? But I want to check to the RPO simply because I mean, you can still run it, man. Look how they bailed. All 3 of them bailed out over there. Easy yardage. Easy yardage. And you can literally just run this concept all day. Check, check, check. Snap. They bailed. Let that play action give the blockers time to get their blocks. It also gives you time to make sure that nobody's coming down on that blitz. Inside zone right here. Good block. Oh, good pancake. Be patient right there. Ah! Get in there. Almost. And it's simple. Just out of this formation, you're doing this. And you have choices. You have options. Everything is just about discipline and seeing what the defense gives you, okay? Check, check, check. Snap the ball. They drop. Get it over there. Get upfield. Get upfield. Good job, good job, good job. After we win this, we'll run more. Let's go fade route right here. He's giving inside leverage right here. Let's see what the safety does. The safety bails. That's fine. I got a guy. I know a guy that knows a guy. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Okay. No safety. Okay, so I like this. Whenever you don't see a high safety, I like this play action play here. Because if that safety doesn't get over fast enough, which he doesn't, but that corner play, we still drop the ball. The middle of the field is open. One high safety right here, middle of the field is open. Dude, hey, you can do what you want to do right here. But let's go inside zone. Let's just run it down the throat. Look at that push. Get off me. Get off me. All right. All right, so next formation, my main primary formation is 5 wide. I love 5 wide because I just love it, you know. Word to your mother. I like to open up the game with all go and see what the defense gives me. Now, if you're running 5 wide out of Veer and Shoot, your first read is the middle. How many backers do they have in the box? If they got a backer right there, it opens up so much depending on where they're lined up. His back is turned. I tried to squeeze it in there. All right. So you notice how there's no backers in the middle of the field. The safeties are spread wide outside the hashes. I love to run the stick concept in this. Okay. Now, this backer is playing the left side backer with the flame over his head. He's playing a little bit wider than I would like. He does have leverage on this slant route, so you're going to have to be patient in this. Your primary target on this, you have a choice route by your tight end, or Middlebrooks, number 85, on this particular play. But you notice he has two guys clouding him, so that's not what I'm looking for. When the middle of the field is vacant, I'm looking for the slant either by triangle or by square. Just depends on how that linebacker plays. And if you're patient enough, you'll get that. Now, what I like to do from the play call screen is, because that's open so much in 5 wide, I would like to put my best wide receiver in the slot. And you can do that through formation subs, or when you're going to, I'll go back to it here real quick. When you're going to pick your play, on the formation screen, you can change the packages with the right stick. And notice right there, wide receiver strong. When you see number 5 is in the slot, that's what I'm looking for, okay? That's the formation, or that's the personnel that I'm looking for in this one. That's what I'll do, just formation sub. I want my best guy because I know I run stick concept a lot. And having him in the slot is clutch. Like, it is a game changer right there. Things like that. Now, this is pretty much covered, man. You got, they're doing a good job of covering the field. So with the defense spread out as wide as it is, quarterback blast. I'll run it with my quarterback, man. I'll run it with my quarterback. We'll know huddle. We'll get back to line of scrimmage and wait for them to adjust. Okay, same thing, quarterback blast. Actually, no, let's go stick concept. Why? Because I see right here, there's nobody over X. Okay, he has a choice route, and let's see. He sits it down, bam, that's money. I could have threw it to R1 as well. He was open on that route. Okay, kind of same situation here. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Feel free, if you have an athletic quarterback, to run it with your athletic quarterback. If you don't have an athletic quarterback, then don't do that. Middle of the field is a little bit vacant right here, okay? I want to go to stick concept because look how that linebacker is positioned. He's going against my best wide receiver. He's at a disadvantage, but notice those safeties come down and I still hit him. It just takes patience. They brought the safeties on that, okay? The field is a little bit more spread here, but you notice R1 is open. That is a very tight window to try to squeeze that in if you're trying to run an all-go concept. I will run stick concept, and I will make them have to make a choice right there. They make the wrong choice. I make the right choice. We get positive yards. Stick concept right here because the middle of the field is void and vacant. Give yourself time to throw. If you got to lead the receiver, and you're getting positive yards. I really wish I could do it in practice mode to where these guys move the ball down the field because, dude, we would score pretty quick. Right here, I go back to my stick concept. Why? Because those two linebackers are in the middle of the field. Look at R1 and X. Wide open, both of them. I can hit either one of them. And yeah, you might say, oh, that's not a whole bunch of yards. But guys, when you see this in a game situation, you're going to see that those plays come open a pretty good deal. Now, this route concept, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this because now the middle backer is my force player. He's either going to have to take this double move slant by the wide receiver in triangle, or he's going to have to take X. Either one, we have to make him wrong. And they actually drop a backer back. I didn't see him, but because of the great blocking by my offensive line, I have time to make that play. Good job right there by the defense, dropping that guy right there. Changing it because deep choice. That's also one that I kind of like a little bit. This is another play where if you have a good receiver where X is at, this route combination can come open. I don't like it right here simply because of how the defense is lined up. If that backer drops, you're going to be in trouble. But if he sits, then you'll be able to squeeze it in there. He doesn't sit, he doesn't drop, but I got an athletic quarterback. That's another real cool thing with this offense. 5 wide, if you have an athletic quarterback and there's nobody open, the field is so spread that you're going to be able to make plays, and it's really cool. So this is where I do like the deep choice concept right here, because if there's no safeties in the middle of the field, all right, and what I'll even do is I'll take that slot and I'm gonna force. Now look who's my force player. Who can guess? It's gonna be the safety to the weak side of the field. Okay, that's why I put my slot receiver on a go route, because now he's my force player. He's gonna have to make a choice. Those backers are not gonna be able to stay with X throughout that route tree. He's more athletic than they are. He's gonna come open. So that automatically makes that safety my force player. If he drifts with that inside route, that's going to leave triangle open. Now, here's what the defense could do. This backside safety could drift to the middle of the field. And then this corner, the backside corner, could drift and take the go route. Guess who's going to be open then? Square. All right? So let's see what they do right here. The safety does drop. The corner dropped just like I thought he would. Okay? But because I'm talking through this, I hit square actually slower than what I would have in a game situation. Because look, right here, the safety, what did he do? He dropped to the middle of the field. What did the corner do? He dropped and played the go route. Okay, in a game situation, guys, that I'm not sitting here talking y'all through this, I saw that from jump. I would have already thrown the ball to Square, who would have been open and got good yardage. But because I waited and gave it too much time, he was able to get there because, of course, like I said, I'm talking y'all through this stuff. Okay, things like that. Okay, same situation. Look at that. 3-2. It's really 2 guys on 3. I want to check to my stick concept here. All right, and I'm keying that guy right there. The backer comes. Look at that wide open field to work with. Okay, so in 5 wide, I'm going to tell you the key. I want to put my fastest 2 guys closest to the quarterback. Triangle and X are going to be my fastest 2 guys in formation sub because, guys, and I'm telling you, you're going to get plays. I've had plays where I've taken that stick concept, 5-yard pass, 90-something yard touchdown, 70-something yard touchdown. It happens. You got to put your guys in space. Okay, all go concept, that's fine. That's fine. But I do want to go to the deep choice concept. Why? Because look, now look, who's my force player? Okay, the safety. But because the way the linebackers are lined up on here, I'm not so concerned with holding that backside safety. You can even put Square on the go route because remember, that's your second best wide receiver. All right, now it puts pressure on that same safety. Okay, he's got to either, if he drifts in the middle of the field, it's there. Okay, we're watching what he does. He does drift. Nobody's open, that's fine. I could have threw it to R1 right there, but I have a fast quarterback. I can just run the football. There's so many options within the options of the options that you have for the options. We'll stick with this right here. Little go route concept, man. It's going to open up. You can run the football with your quarterback. Beautiful stuff right here. Beautiful stuff right here. Look at that. That's wide open. But I guarantee you this backer's going to drop. He's not. Oh, he did. He sat. Oh, but they did have somebody drop, and I didn't see that before I threw it. They dropped the defensive end on that particular play right there. All right. Let's go to the deep choice concept right here. Why? Because, once again, look who's in the slot. Put him on a go route. Don't be afraid. Put some pressure on this safety right here, man. Make him have to make a choice. See how he sits back? That just leaves that open, man. Ah, we almost scored on that play. Good job right there. Good job. 2 high safeties. All right, stick concept. Now my pressure or my force player is going to be X. But notice how the corners are playing on this. I want to put Square on a fade route because he just might come open, guys. He just might come open. He doesn't. He drifts. I hit my check down right there, and we off to the races. All right. So that's the cusp of what I do in the veer and shoot offense. That's the stuff that I look for. That's the stuff you really don't see me run all hitches a whole lot, but you know, I ain't gonna it could be there. Middle of the field's open right here. Hit triangle real quick. 5 yards, but he dropped the football. Let's do some up-tempo type stuff. Now, what I want to do, let's just pick a random freaking play, man. Let's just do a random play. Because now they're incorporating different deep offenses. So, right here, this is why I like those other 3 formations, because it stretches the field. Notice how many guys are in the box now. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, essentially kind of 7 guys in the box. This isn't a formation that you want to run the ball out of, okay? So I'm looking at my passing concepts here. This drag by circle really is probably the thing that's going to come open more than anything. R1 right there, get it over his head. Oh, I didn't float it enough. Gosh, I should have been a little bit more patient right here. Stick concepts, hitch concepts right here. Looking at X, but I got my check down by my running back right here. Truck stick, get out the way. Ooh. And these are out of formations that I'm not familiar with. I'm telling you, I really don't run these formations. Like this right here, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the box, 5, 6. I got blockers for it. Just have to be patient, let it develop, and see what happens. Stick and go. Good job getting upfield right there. Ooh, get off him. And he got laid out right there. See what I'm saying? How your basic formation, like people like, I have trouble running the football. Go to the veer and shoot and run the football out of stat and out of bunch and out of 5 wide and stuff. You're going to have success because when you're in these regular formations, they load the box, bro. They load 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the box, essentially, man. Like, where's a run play on here? I can't even audible to a run play on this particular play. It's fine. We'll run it with the quarterback. But, that's why I love the veer and shoot. I'm able to run the football and do whatever I want. RPO play right here, I do not like this. I don't even like the run aspect of this particular play. It's an RPO read, though. So we can keep this with the quarterback. Force player is going to be the guy with the P over his head. I should have gave that because he sat, but bad decision by me. It happens. They're in a prevent right there. That doesn't count. I don't even like why they line up in that in practice and stuff like that. But all right, interesting route combination right here. The corners are pressing. The safeties are playing down and a little bit inside. I don't like this route combination at all. Let's put square on a fade route to at least make that safety have to make a decision. Yeah, he does. He does, and it gets... Ah! Come on, y'all got to block. They gave me the one-on-one right there in the slot is what I was looking for right there. Try to give him a chance. Did he caught that. Good catch. Good catch. I love slants. I love quick-hitting routes, man. You just got to have the patience and the time to throw. And see, that's why I like the run after catch right there. Because if I had it on balance, he may have done a possession catch and not gotten any positive yards after that. Hitch concepts are fine. I like the choice routes on the outside though. But I don't generally run hitch concepts unless I'm in hurry up. In which I'll do it, but it's just to keep the defense on their toes. They were lined up in a good defense for that. This is a RPO, run option play right there. See how a little bit less ineffective and slower it is that I have to think when I'm not in these formations that I choose. So, let's go back to wide stack. Now, you do have some other wide formations in here. That's cool. You have wide slot. That's another wide formation. You have wide slot right. You have wide slot left weak, wide slot left. You have wide stack. I like this one too. It's just like your wide stack, only you bring in a tight end, which is cool as well. So I love the wide formations. I kind of wish that I could just sit there and do the wide formations all day. But let's go to the stack formation and we'll run some stuff in real time here. Okay, this is RPO right here. Let's just go inside zone. And I will show y'all this in game, but we're playing Wake Forest, and that's gonna be a doozy of a game for Wake Forest. Kind of not fair. I'll probably score on almost every possession. And I'm telling you, with this offense, y'all, I rarely have to punt the football. A lot of times I'm end up in like a 4th and short, and I can just go for it. Like, your efficiency in this offense is crazy. See, I automatically check there, looking at that corner, he drops. I hit that route right there. And see how fast that decision is made just because I'm able to see what the defense is in. Pretty quick. I'm used to seeing it because I run these formations a lot. I know what to look for and how the defense is aligned. That's a halfback draw play right there. I don't like the draw. Sometimes the quarterback jumps a whole lot, actually jumps a lot. And it just throws off the momentum. It throws off the tempo of the offense. The tempo of the play and stuff like that. Things like that. Okay, like it. I'm telling you, inside zone, bro. It's a beautiful play. I love it. And it's primarily, like I said, out of the Veer and Shoot playbook. See that? Fast decision, fast audible, because I know my audibles, I know my checks. Okay? Get off him. Get off him. Any questions in the comment section right there. Bang, flying gang, bang. I really shouldn't have ran this play, but it's fine. Good catch. Ah! Come on, Bubby. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. I like this play. I like this play a little bit, man. You can hit them early because they do like this. They do this hitch. I like that play right there. They like. I'm gonna show you this replay. This play is really cool because they actually do a hitch first, and then they'll run like they'll just beeline towards the goal post. But you can either hit that hitch or you can wait for them to run that towards the pylon. And dude, it is a stupid good play. Right there. Sometimes you'll get that backer that'll drift right there. Hurdle! Touchdown. But that's all well and fine, man. Oh, they already got the play call. Fight me, look at it. Telling you, dude, I just tic-tac down the field. Coming out in this formation alone, this is my primary formation. This is the first formation that I learned in the Veer and Shoot, so I'm very familiar with how the defense lines up with it and what works. And I'm telling you, like, it don't matter what team you play with. I've beaten. I got stuff on stream with me playing with like Mississippi State, beating LSU and teams like that with this playbook. And you can even hear me on stream talking them through, like, what am I looking at? What are my checks? What am I making? Oh, yeah, that's going to be open. This is going to be open. Notice how that backer drops. He's not going to get there in time, though. We get 2 or 3 yards. But, dude, when you're going up and down the field, those 2 or 3 yards, bro, we can run all go right here. Somebody's going to be open. No, they're not. No, they're not. Get out of here. Oh, you got sacked. It happens. Yeah, every play's not going to be a big one. I hate when they line up in that. That's not even fair. It's almost like cheating. It's almost like cheating. But I love it, man. I love the Veer and Shoot, dude. The playbook is just so versatile. Look at that. This time we hit X. Just because that guy went out there so fast, it's like you know what to look for. You know where your receivers are at in space. You know where they're going to be based off of how the defense plays. That was the challenge when I very first played the Veer and Shoot. I threw so many interceptions, y'all, because I wasn't used to not being able to see my guys on the field until a certain point. And now what I had to learn to do is instead of reading my guys, you know where your guys are going to be at. It's just like a quarterback in real life. That's why NFL guys, they work so much with their receivers. They build that chemistry. I know where my guy's going to be at. And so instead of having to read my guys, I read the defense. Okay, if I see the defense in a certain position, I know where my guy's going to be at, so I can just throw the football to him. Excuse me. And so what I learned is I don't have to see them to know where they're going to be at. Who am I reading? The defense. Ah, come on, don't drift. I read the defense. That's who I read on these plays. Because I know some people have asked, like, dude, how do you see your wide receivers? It's like, I don't pay attention. I know what routes they're running. I know where they're going to be. I read the defense and I throw accordingly. Oh, y'all want to go with that? I don't know, my brother. Yeah, the all go. I think some of y'all remember me running that back on 25. And, oh, man, I was breaking records with that stuff. But it doesn't work as effectively anymore. Now, the way that I run this offense, guys, it'll come open. You'll have some shots. I just overthrew him right there, but it happens because the defense adjusts well in this game. So if I'm running inside zone, and you see the situation like now, one high safety and they load the box, those corners aren't pressing though. They're not pressing, but it opens it up based off of what you do in the game. See everything, make a bad decision, and somebody's gonna come open, guys. You just gotta stick with it. All right. Let's heck, why not get some in-game scenarios going for y'all, man? We'll go ahead and go to playing for us, man. Look at that defense, man. 91 overall. Let's play offense only. We'll do that. We'll play offense only, and I'll show you kind of how I do it in game. Now, I have started running like my tempo.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment.
Demon Deacon. So tempo, let's start out in turbo. That's conservative. That's aggressive. Okay, and the formation I want to start out in. Okay, let's start out in stack. Wide stack. Let's start out in wide stack. Now I can run turbo because of how my guys are. Now when you initially come out in turbo, you can still audible, but once after that, you're not able to.
The give to the back. He's out past the 35. There he goes.
First play out
at the 30. Inside the, and he just kept running, and he ran away.
Okay, we still on turbo. All right, but let's go set our base plate inside zone.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
When he plays down like that, that's fine. You
got his man quickly.
Now,
he's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Cruz.
But see how easy that is? Like, you see that stuff real fast. When they was coming out to the line of scrimmage, I noticed it was really easy to that side, so I know what play I need to check to. Okay? Now, when you're initially coming out, even when you're running turbo, you can audible. But on the next play, let's say if I got tackled at the 5 and I had to run another play, once I pick that play, I can't audible. So if I see them coming out in something different, then I can look to the sideline and pick another play. The thing I like about the turbo is that it gets them to the line of scrimmage fast. That's what I like about turbo. So let's go wide trips. That's my other formation that I really like to run, and I picked the wrong play.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36.
Actually, no, I can't. Okay. Well, let's do it. Oh, no, because this isn't even the right formation. This isn't my trips. Oh, well, we'll stay in this formation anyway. We'll stay in it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It'll still be turbo. We can look to the
love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are.
Come on, dude.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
All right.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Left hash. That is a very far throw to make, so I definitely want to ride and make sure that those guys are out. That's when you want to really ride that RPO, is if you're on
nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball,
like,
ready to run another play, ready to make this defense
work. You know what I'm saying?
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Okay. Let's start out in the stick concept. And notice here, I have...
They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air
because
on
I have
first
run
down.
after catch,
Gets open down the middle.
Now,
good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clemson jumps to the line. From the gun. Looking for the goal
easy
line.
Money. Now, like I tell y'all, I'm running the tactician. So by me running tactician, I already got the stuff built into my team to where we don't really get tired with that. Also, they're at a bad disadvantage because My running back, anytime he trucks him, it makes him tired.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
They get tired.
Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here.
Off to the next level. Good job.
Just going to keep it after
We're going to go
up
tempo. We can go to our turbo
down
play
after a nice game.
Play that you pick. Look at the middle of the field.
Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal.
They didn't. Squeeze it in there.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Right here.
5 wide receivers on second and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. And they've got it down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
But if I get in that other empty set with the running back, it'll give me more formations to choose from. And I'll showcase that on this next route. I'll line up in that formation so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so empty base is still empty, but the running back now becomes one of your receivers. Okay, notice out wide, the running back's out there. Okay.
The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Showing those sweet feet as he slips out to the 11.
Let's go slant, slant, slant.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And I see this stuff pretty quick, but when I zoomed out, okay, it's wide. So I got 3 guys over here. They're in a mismatch. I already knew my route combination. And look, he's there. He's way off. And then the snap of the ball, he bailed. So I automatically threw that. It just took it a while to get there because I was on the opposite hash. All right, so now look. Now when I check sideline,
that's a first down.
Okay,
they can still stop the clock.
It gives me so many more formations that I can run. Because the running back is a part of that. Now, I don't have a tight end, so that does limit what I'm able to do. But we'll go bunch wide, okay, inside zone. Now, this isn't the trips bunch. It's not the same one, so it's not the same concept here, but you get one. Oh, good job getting him back. Come on.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And it sounds crazy, but even in the stick concept, guys.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Oh, good pick.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Touchdown.
We are easily in control of this game, okay? So that is when I run turbo. Now, I do like to run no huddle. Now, you have to understand after halftime, you're going to have to come back and reset this up. At least your tempo. I still want to run no huddle. Now I'm doing it at a little bit slower pace. Let's go trips bunch. But what it allows you to do is
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense.
So they're steadily
not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space.
I'm going to show you after the game my setup for my coach.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
It helps your pass game. It helps your fatigue levels.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. On the run, still looking. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting the completion. Now, didn't like what he sees? What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB is really feeling comfortable.
Get some good yardage. We're going to run the same play because.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Good block right there. Touchdown. Money, dog.
Got enough
Money
space.
all day, every day.
And he'll step into the end zone.
All right. Let's go back to my stack and just kind of have some fun.
On the set.
Okay, so you see them motioning. I don't ever like snapping the ball until they're set. The reason why is because, especially if I'm in an inside zone, they might
to the ground with the
if they're motioning and they're in the middle of the field, it just adds an extra.
The freshman brought down
after
a really nice run there. They'll snap it from the 47 on
if I'm running
down.
Inside zone, if I'm running
defense
football,
gives up the pretty big run, they get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Notice you.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Stuff right there, man.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep.
Because they wasn't set.
Touchdown,
Clemson.
They won it all, and that is...
Ran all go routes on them. The all go formation, all go play right there, and it was money. 42-14, fourth quarter. I had a backup team, but let them get set because I know I'm running the football. I want to make sure anybody in the middle of the field trucks it. Get off
try the run.
Stiff on. Come on.
Lowers those pads.
Woo,
and another broken
yes,
tackle.
Sir.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
Outlast.
He's at
Outlast, baby.
Touchdown, Tiger. He shed.
Force has lost the game. No, they 3. Lost the game. Okay, and so let's go to coaching. Okay. Because they don't have the backups in. Even though it says mass sub, when you super sim, they don't put them in. So let's put the backups in. How does this work with the backups, you might ask? Works the same freaking way. Matter of fact, let's go turbo with the backups. Okay. Same concept, man. It works the same way. Oh, look
Clemson
at that.
has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Clemson jumps to the line.
Patient, good block right there.
On 3rd and
good
short,
run.
the power run here. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
But I need them to set up. So I don't mind him to set up. He drifts, that's fine.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house.
I mean,
but you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Ball, look at the blocking. Good job. And you might say, dang,
he's got it again.
Well as heck, but the tacticians
through the tackle. And they're going to score again.
We've won this game. Let's just get out of here. And I'll show you my setup for my coaching.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
All right, so the coaching tab, the reason, and this is the key that makes this all work, is coaching ability. So I have these unlocked, but guys, these aren't real big things. That's for my coordinators, that's for XP, and that's for like home field advantage and stuff. We was the visiting team. I don't think we played a home game yet this year. We got one this week though. Upgrade dev trade, that's all I have on those. I've put all of mine into tactician, scheme Google. So all of these are unlocked, which give boost to your players' ratings. This is the key that makes it work, and I still got to get these for the defensive side. But look at this. This is how beautiful this is. Offensive players fatigue slower in hurry up. You have to be running hurry up for that to work. Increase delay of defenders looking to the sideline. I don't ever notice the defenders even looking to the sideline. I don't ever see that. I don't know why they don't, but whatever. Team composure boost for first down gains. Okay, in hurry up, mind you. So when I'm running turbo or no huddle, this is where this stuff comes to effect. And then chance to see the defense's coverage shell in hurry up. Okay. For the pass game, all of the top 3 abilities increase their catching ability. The last one is very important because I got a chance to see post-snap blitzes. This is really big. This is why the run game works so well in the Veer and Shoot with this skill tree. The first and second one, basically, any run that I have over 4 yards, it fatigues the defensive linemen and the linebackers. So if I have to drive the field, and you saw the way that I was running the ball, like I averaged easily over 4 yards of rush. Every time they're taking a hit. And so you can see how it opens up other plays. And the way that this happens is I'm going to run the ball down your throat for 4+ yards of play. I'm going to tire out your linebackers. I'm going to tire out your defensive linemen. And now when I go to pass the ball, I'm going to have all day to throw because they're going to be too tired to put pressure on me. You see what I'm saying? They're going to be too tired to chase the quarterback if I need to scramble. They're going to be too tired to hold their blocks, which leads into the last 2. Reduces defender ability to disengage from blocks and reduces defender ability to shed run blocks. So the tier 1 and 2, I'm wearing you down every 4+ yards. And so it's going to make tier 3 and 4 that much more effective. So you can imagine me doing this for a full game. If I'm going no huddle for 3 quarters, 4th quarter, your guys aren't going to have the gas to keep up. I freaking love. I played with this in 25, but the way the 26 is made, it makes it so much better. And then the last one, of course, is just noise reduction and stuff like that. Fewer penalties and stuff. Bruh, like, do y'all see? This is the key that drives the Lambo. You get what I'm saying, bro? And I have a lot of talented players. I didn't have a lot of talented players when I played with Temple. You go look at Temple's roster. You don't have a lot of talented guys. We didn't start getting 4-star guys till my 4th year, 3rd or 4th year there. But you can win with this scheme, with this setup, with your coach, and you can win with the way that I've shown you. Those are introductory ways to do things. You can go inside zone. You can read the defense. Take what the defense gives you. This is one of those offenses, and one thing that I learned from Coach Russell in his offense is formations that set up the defense, you know, as opposed to you just saying, I'm going to run whatever offense I want and let him stop me. I love the way that he run his offense, and that's the offense that I'm going to take and run when I be an offense coordinator one day, because I'm going to come out in a certain formation, and depending on how you lining up, I have choices within that formation. You're going to be wrong 95% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has been a fun video. It's been a long one, I know. But let me know what questions you have offensively, even defensively, and we can get that done for y'all, man. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. Don't be a Poindexter, man. Get out of the portal and become 5-star by clicking that subscribe button. All right, more videos coming for y'all. Any questions, anything that y'all want to see, let me know in the comment section down below, man. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.